All right, bros. So, yeah, man. It's fucking November 5th, man. It's my birthday. Yeah, it's November 5th. It's a quarter after 9 right now. And I was gonna try to freshen up a little bit, like clean up, since I haven't showered for more than a week. I was gonna try to clean up before I go to the ballot box, but I just realized, like, why? Who fucking cares? Again, I'm in this town out in the middle of nowhere, and it's just a bunch of fucking insanity. Like, there is no point in trying to be hygienic out here. Everybody here is like, again, being in this town is like a microcosm of the macro world. So in the macro world, you're just full of a bunch of NPC bots and automaton clones and fake people everywhere, you know. And this is like being at the front row seats of the global stage, being in this little town. It's a microcosm of the macro. So it's like, what's the point of even, you know, why? Why would I do that? You know, why would I try to clean up? Everybody sucks, so nobody to impress around here, you know. Anyways, I'm just talking shit. But anyways, yeah, so today's November 5th, so I'm going to cast my vote. I'm voting against P. Diddy freak parties and Epstein Islands and all these Holly weirdos that are all liberals. 90% of them are all liberals. And all these freak parties, it's all these liberal politicians that are at the freak parties. It's not conservative politicians or anything like that. Same with Epstein Island. The majority of everything, it's all liberals and the Democrat politicians on the flight list. So yeah, I'm voting against all that. I'm in support of people that don't go to P. Diddy parties and Epstein Islands. That's I mean, call me crazy. I know it's crazy, right? It's so crazy. Yeah, trying to think, how can I convince you to go and, see, that's the thing too. It's really easy for me because I'm in this little tiny town. I don't have to wait an hour in line to cast my vote. I don't have to do any of that. Like, if I were to just get in my car right now, it would take me like a minute and a half to drive over there. And then once I get there, there's not going to be any line. So I'm going to go right straight in without waiting at all. And I'd be done in 5 minutes. So it would take me a total of 6 minutes or 7 minutes at most, you know. And I have a bunch of downtime. Like I have, you know, my job, I have a massive downtime. So I'm not doing nothing anyway. And so, yeah, why not? Why not? It would be like if somebody, I love using the Frank Zappa versus Katy Perry analogy. Like if somebody were just to cast a poll, and because I love Frank Zappa, if somebody, or even I can just acknowledge that Frank Zappa is genuine genius. You know, he's just a genuine, real person. And I have massive respect for genuine, real people. I just do. And so if there were to be some poll casted and I was just walking by and there was some poll and some guy was like, hey, I'm just casting an experimental vote. It's just experimental. I just want to see what people think, you know. And the vote, here's the ballot. There's only two people on the ballot. You got Frank Zappa versus Katy Perry. And it's just an experiment. It's not, you know, it's just for my own personal information. Like, I just want to try to get a pulse on where people's minds are at. Like what percentage of the people are just brain dead automaton NPC zombies, whereas which percent of the people are actually like in the know, are somewhat aware of reality and what's going on. And so I'm doing this poll, and it's just you can either vote for Frank Zappa or Katy Perry. And if I was just walking down the street and somebody, I would want to do it. I'd be laughing. I'd be like, oh, this is great, bro. And I'd just, take what, 2 seconds to just check my my vote on that. It would be, and it's a no-brainer. It'd be like Frank Zappa, duh. And then we'd start laughing and talking about how stupid Katy Perry is and how stupid any and everybody is that would even consider Katy Perry music and art. See, this is the thing about socialism, which is what the Liberal Party is advocating, is that socialism produces bad music, bad art, and really unhappy people. And so I'm against bad music, I'm against bad art, and I'm against, a society of really unhappy people. I don't want any of that. And so if somebody were to ask me, would you want a society with bad music, bad art, and really unhappy people, or a society with, good art, good music, and happy people? I'd be like, well, of course, happy people, good music, good art, duh. So my vote does count. Look, this is the thing. Whether I check a check mark in the box or not, my own preference does matter and does count. Like when somebody's offering up some choice like Frank Zappa versus Katy Perry, whether I participate in that poll or not, my decision of one of those two does matter to me. Like, it is very important to me. That's like, that poll is extremely important to me. Even if it's just some guy doing an experiment to just see how many people like Katy Perry versus how many people like Frank Zappa, like, that's very important. I mean, that's culture war shit, dude. That's culture war. If you do not care about the culture war, then what are you? What are you doing? Then you don't care whether that P. Diddy, all these people like P. Diddy dominate all of the music industry. Like, I care about music. That's a Frank Zappa quote. Frank Zappa said, "Socialism produces bad music, bad art, and really unhappy people." Well, that's why P. Diddy and all these people like this are the ones dominating the music industry, is because of socialism. I like good music. I care about the culture war. Like, I want real, genuine culture, not fake culture. And all these, Katy Perry is fake culture. P. Diddy, fake culture. All this is ruining culture, And I care about culture. I've been on the firing lines of the culture war almost all my life before I even knew that what the term culture war. I knew there was something going on, but the term culture war, like, really effectively summarizes the whole thing. And so, yeah, I'm always going to support good music. And you might people try to act like, oh, well, good music is subjective. Bullshit. When you're comparing Katy Perry to Frank Zappa, there is nothing subjective about that at all. And if you see that and you say, well, I'm not voting for either because they're both two wings of the same bird or something, then, dude, you're just supporting bad music, bad art, and really unhappy people. Truly, it's totally true. If you don't care to notice the difference between Frank Zappa and Katy Perry, then you're just an NPC. Like, you don't even know anything about the culture war. You're totally, completely checked out. You just are. You just are, bro. And to think that none of this is real. Yes, we live in a Potemkin village. Yes, we do. There are people trying to tear the Potemkin village down, and those are people that we should be supporting. Like if you are one of these people that's trying to tear the Potemkin village down and expose the truth, I totally support you. As long as it's non-violent. I mean, you don't have to hurt people to expose the truth. But if you're just like, if you're just so black pilled that you're like, it doesn't matter, nothing matters because everything is just a Potemkin village facade. Like you're totally black pilled. You're just signing your own. You're just signing your own fate to just stay plugged into the matrix. You're just like, well, everything is fake anyway, so just plug me back into the matrix, and just make me somebody famous. I'll go ahead and sell out because it's all fake anyways. Just plug me back in. Don't do that. Support people that are trying to expose the truth, man. And I'm sorry, bro, you guys, but when you have three choices, one is just to do nothing, just don't cast a vote at all, and the other two choices are to choose Kamala Harris or Trump. Dude, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. One of those choices is against the Potemkin Village facade and is for exposing truth. The other two options are not. And that's just the simple fucking fact. So just get off your ass and go take care of business. Don't be a pussy.